voting in something that's contrary to like what the federal state thinks. So it's the same issue, right? It's just different perspective.
It's the same issue, but it's also, according to the Supreme Court and what I heard up here covering it, is do states control borders or does the U.S. government control borders?
Do Canadian provinces control language, or does the country control language?
Apparently,
as a primary language.
Apparently,
neither.
Apparently in Montreal, they voted it to be that French will be the first language of Montreal.
Exactly. So local rule versus federal rule.
But you're also talking about two different countries. You can't compare.
But you started out comparing, right? You started out. I'm in Canada. I don't understand how.
What I'm saying, as a United States citizen, and comparing the two countries, and how one country sees people of different ethnicities, and how they respond to them, is what I'm trying to say. In Canada, is much different than in the United States. There's always there's a little question in the back of my mind of a U.S. citizen, which I am, about seeing someone in a different dress.
I was just playing devil's advocate. I'm just trying to compare the idea of I'm not agreeing with the law or disagreeing. I'm just saying that each country has this own little quirk that applies to them that they want to use, right?
And it's a federal issue.
It's a federal issue on this one.
Diane Bishop says, "A nation without borders is not a nation." Quote from President Ronald Reagan. Stuart, what to bring you in? What do you think about that? You were ready to say something.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm down. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay. I'm down in Southern California, and I grew up in the Mexican ghetto and Barrio, and it should be noted, specifically in Arizona, where I'm probably going to move. 385,000 less immigration in Arizona. In fact, they figure about 400,000 people have left and gone back to Mexico. The overall immigration, what people would call undocumented alien immigration, has gone down pretty dramatically. The Mexican border is not the only border that has a problem. The Canadian border has a significant issue with Chinese immigration. The Mexican immigration, the Hispanic immigration from Central America and South America is not the only issue here. Yet it's the only issue that gets any play because they are brown and the people that are talking about it generally are white.
Exactly.
And I guarantee you in Arizona, if I'm driving down the road and I make a cop mad, he's going to follow me, and if he wants to, he can pull me over. I carry 3 birth certificates in my car. I don't trust him. And the second thing is, a birth certificate is not accepted as proof of citizenship anymore. Okay?
How did you get?
You have to have a U.S. passport is the only completely legitimate way of proving your own citizenship.
I think a lot of the reason for the focus on the southern border is that we have beheadings along the southern border, and we don't have that sort of thing.
No, we have never had. No, that is a fallacy and never happened. The federal government, even the Border Patrol. No, I live down there, and I live 50 miles from the border now. There has never been a beheading in the United States or near the border except in Tijuana, where it's gang warfare.
And
that is an urban myth created by the governor of Arizona.
But when you say except for that invalidates.
Yes, there are beheadings on the border. I see them on the bridge 2 miles away from my house. There are beheadings on the border.
But is immigration a crime issue or is it a jobs issue?
It's a jobs issue. It's not a crime issue.
Well, there's a Tyson chicken plant in wherever it is, Missouri. I mean, no American is going to work there.
That's not true. I don't believe that.
I don't resent the immigration. I'm absolutely on the opposite side, because I think most of the people that come here from Europe, from China, from anywhere else you want to name, come here because they can't get jobs in their own country. And when Arizona's economy flattened, South Tucson turned into a ghost town. I'm going over there to buy houses and rehab them and resell them because the place is so cheap now that it's unbelievable. And same thing's happening here in California. And I have been advocating for 25 years politically with La Raza and a couple other political organizations. You want to make your point? Go on a 7-day strike and see what happens to the economy of California.
Guys, I apologize that I'm going to interrupt here, but do not stop discussing this. I have to leave the studio because there's someone coming in for an interview. But keep talking. Even though I'm clicking out, keep talking. This is a great dialogue. And like I said, this wouldn't happen on any other network besides this, having the ability to talk face-to-face. So thank you again for sharing your sentiments with us. And I'm going to chunk up some of this and share it on my stream later on. So good to see all of you. And keep talking.
Take care, Sarah. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, Sarah, take care.
Yeah, take care. Enjoy.
Take care.